Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm new, so I'm just starting. Not too sure how this is gonna go in the future, but we're gonna roll with it. Also, a disclaimer is there's a lot of noise outside. I'm getting my driveway repaved, so it's really loud. They've been here since like, I wanna say 7 this morning or earlier, but yeah. So anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my makeup tutorial and how I do my makeup look on a daily basis. So if you wanna know, this is what I normally do. Okay, so the primers I use the Smashbox, the original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur primer, and sometimes I'll use the Professional matte one, just because whenever my skin really breaks out, I try to use more coverage. So then for my eyebrows, I use the Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. For me, my personal liking, it's too dark. And then I just use the Makeup Shack T55 brush. I also use a spoolie. I don't know where this is from. I stole it from my sister like years ago when I was in like, I don't know, 7th grade maybe. Whenever I mess up with my eyebrows, I use a Q-tip because I find that they work really well because they're really small. Instead of using makeup wipe, a makeup wipe. So then my eyebrows, and then after I take my foundation and a little flat foundation brush and then I conceal them. I don't like using concealer because it looks too white around my eyebrows. I'm just personally not a fan. I normally start with the bottom to get the outline of it first, and then I do the top just to make sure. So then I do the right one first and then I do the left. My right side's always better. And the foundation I use is the Fit Me foundation by, I want to say Maybelline? Yes, and I use shade 220. And I take a wet beauty blender because it blends it out smoother. And then I just blend my foundation. And then I use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. And then I go in with the Match 245 and then I just cover up anything else. After I finish my concealer, I go in with the Airspun Loose Face Powder and Translucent, and I just bake my face. And then just take a little bit of the powder and then eyelids so they don't get wrinkly with the foundation. So then while I let that sit in for a few minutes, I take the Morphe 15D palette and I just do some basic eyeshadow. I take this little, I don't know, fluffy brush and I use the shade Natural and put it all over my lid. I then take a blending brush and I use the shade Upbeat and I blend that in my crease. And then go in with like a little smaller brush. This is by Elf. And I take the shade Editor and Define. And then I just deepen my crease up. And then I take the shade Epic just to do a little bit more deepening up the crease. And then I take a Morphe M433 brush and I use the shade In the Crease and I just blend it all out with it. I normally start at the top to make it a little bit more orange. And then from the top I just blend it all in. So then I just use like a little very tiny flat foundation brush. And I use the shade Bronzed Beauty and I put it on my eyelid to make it glittery. That's all I do for eyeshadow. After doing my eyeshadow, I just take off the powder. Then I go on to bronzer and I use the natural bronzer. I use the Sun Bronze 022. And then normally I just take a little and put it on my nose. Next I go in with the Morphe 8H palette. After I just use some blush. This is by MAC. It's, I believe, called Gingerly. My sister gave it to me. I'm not a fan of using blush. use the same palette, the 8H by Morphe, and I use Big Bang. It's a gold color, and then I put it in my inner corner of my eye. Then once I'm all done with my face, I just use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. And I take my Fenty Beauty highlighter in Hustle Baby and I apply it. And then I just take a small brush, a little tiny round one, and I apply it on my eyebrow bone. And on my nose. Then at the very end, because I always forget about it, I use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter in clear, and I just set my eyebrows. My sister just got home from being with a friend, I believe. Lastly, I use the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. And that is my actual final look. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!